Hello everyone, and welcome back to Useful How-To Videos. My name is Mike Sands, your guide to solving tech-related issues. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more useful content. Today we will be showing you step-by-step how to use Power Automate to emailing attachments that's added through a Microsoft list. So very simply, if you have a Microsoft list, and if every time someone enters a new item or modifies an item and they attach a file, very simply, how can you get that file to be emailed to a specific person, whether it's yourself or your boss or your friend or whoever? The question is how can we get that file to be to be emailed out? And it doesn't have to be one file, but how can we get multiple files or all files that's attached email out? Just for a quick chime here, I have created a document outlining all of the steps that we'll review today that go hand in hand with this video. The document is available in the description, so just scroll down to the description and you'll see actually a link on where or how to download that document. Okay, but as you see, the document, it just highlights all of the other videos that I have out there regarding Power Automate, the tutorials that I have out there, and then, like I say, it goes into step-by-step instruction on everything that we're covering in this video. The other thing I want to highlight in this document is that so this video will show you how to attach or how to email all of the documents in one email. You do have the option that if you have multiple emails, if you have multiple attachments, that that an email is sent out for every attachment. I figure you wouldn't want to do that. You would just want one email to be sent. But if by chance you would like to know how to do that, it's also included in this document, okay? And it's included on page 7, as you see here, how to send attachments separately for Microsoft lists. But check out that document, guys. The document is very useful, and like I say, it's just a step-by-step. It goes hand in hand with what we'll be reviewing in the video today, okay? All right, guys. Well, let's get started, shall we? So the first thing you want to do, obviously, is you want to hit create. So we're gonna create, and when we hit create, we'll obviously have the option well, before we do that, we're gonna select automated cloud flow. So that's the action is going to be whenever a new item is created or whenever an item is modified. Whatever you choose is totally up to you, but we're going to choose automated flow, automated cloud flow. We're going to name our flow something catchy that you can use to remember, okay? So send email of all attachments. And then we're going to select when an item is created. Like I say, you can choose when an item is created or modified, but we're just going to choose when an item is created. We're going to hit create. And then you should see the option of creating it in new design or not. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I prefer the old design, not new design. It's just I just seem to work well or better in the old designs. So putting it back to the old design, we see here when an item is created, then you simply indicate or put in your site address, and then once you select your site address, you're going to choose your the list name. Fortunately, for this demonstration, I've created a task list. I've created a list where I have all of my tasks. I've created a list where I've created all of my tasks. So I'm just going to use that for the demonstration purposes here. Nothing needed for other options. So after that, we're going to hit new step. and we're going to do a search for get attachments. We're going to choose get attachments SharePoint, and then we're going to once again we're going to put the site address list, the list name, so the same site address and list name that you put here, and the ID is going to be just the ID recognizing so we go to ID, we're going to go to ID of when an item is created. Okay, so just captures the ID of that list there. Okay, so once that's finished, we're gonna just minimize it, and just as a side note, you feel free to label just to keep yourself organized. Okay, that's totally optional for you, but we're gonna hit next step, and then we're gonna type initialize variable. So for the this portion here now, the document is gonna want us. If we go here to the document now for initialize a variable, we're gonna see where we're gonna put these specific things in for the action, for the name, and for the type. Okay. So we're gonna choose the name, collected attachments. And you can name it whatever you want to. This is just something that we're going to remember it to. And it's going to be an array. Okay, and the value. So we're going to denote this two kinds of brackets. Okay, so that it's a kind of parentheses, like a box parentheses, so one forward and one backward. That's to denote basically that the value there is going to be empty. I'm trying to find it for you. Type value, an empty array to start with. That's it. That's essentially what it is. Okay, and then we're going to go to new step. Once we go to new step, we're going to type apply to each, and we should be seeing a loop here. In that loop now, we're going to be selecting the body. We're going to be selecting the body of the get attachments list here. And then we're going to create a new add an action, and we're going to look for get attachment content, and that's the get attachment content that we're looking for right there. Once we do that, now we're going to put in a similar site address list name that we had previously. And the ID is going to be the ID of when an item is created. And the file identifier ID is going to be this file identifier here of the get attachments. So once that's now set in place, so now keep in mind this is the loop here. So we're saying apply to each, so it gets an attachment, and what we're going to do now is we're going to append it to an array of variables. So for example, if we have multiple, or if we have two attachments, then it's going to do this cycle twice, and it's going to keep adding to the initial variable. So it seems as though it's going to be sending one array, but a file, but it actually is going to be the number of attachments, that has been added to that record. So here in our search term, we're going to type append to array variable. Should be this one there. And the name here is going to be the name that was defined up here in our initialized variable. It's going to be the same name, but now this portion is very careful now. Pay attention to this next one. This one, we're going to take a copy from our document. So we'll scroll down to step number 6, and we're going to copy where it says copy the following code including parentheses. So copy all of that, and we're going to be essentially pasting it in this value here. Okay, and that's it. So now once that's set, now what we wanted to do, so essentially what it's going to do now, it's going to go through this loop, and it's going to look for it's going to cycle this loop however many attachments has been attached to that record. So if 3 attachments has been attached, it's going to loop this once, and it's going to add this to the initialized variable. It's going to run it through loop again, and it's going to add the second file to that variable, so forth, so on. Okay, so once we have those attachments, now the next step is so not in the loop but actually out the loop. Now we're going to hit new step, and we're going to hit send an email. We'll choose send an email, and we're gonna type it. I'm going to here are your attachments. So this is information that you can get to define. Hi Mike, here is your attachment. Okay, so now we'll go to the part where now we can add the attachment. So we're gonna go to show advanced options, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna click right here, and that essentially allows us to attach the array. Okay, so now this attachment now is going to be defined by this variable here, collected attachment. So whatever was collected here in the collected attachment is going to now be attached. Okay, and that's it, guys. That's the flow. So we're gonna save it, and then we're just gonna do a test. We're gonna do it like a manual test. So we're gonna go test here, and we're gonna do a manual test where we add a new item list to the SharePoint folder you selected to trigger it. So we're gonna test it, and now it's waiting. So it says to see it now work, add a new list item to the SharePoint folder you selected. So it's waiting for an entry into that list that I defined in the flow. So I'm going to open that list now. So here's the list now, and here's the area where I can add a new item. So I'm just going to make something up. Okay, I'm going to hit YouTube demonstration. This and all this other stuff doesn't matter. So we're just gonna get to the point where it says add attachment. Okay, and I'm gonna find 2 attachments that we can add. 2 attachments. So you'll see when we run the test that an email is actually received with the 2 attachments that we added. So here we go. One we add. Is this a PDF? I think this is a PDF. I'm particularly looking for PDF documents. Maybe this is one here. I don't know. Yep, it's a PDF. So let's add another one. If that will work fine. If not, we can just add a JPEG or data file. Let's just do that. Let's just add a JPEG. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we have an image file and we have a PDF. Remember these two names, okay? These two names. Pardon my English. So we just added a new item in the list, and you see here it says your flow is running. So now recognizes that an item has been added. I'm going to sign into my, well, I'll wait until we see. That's what I wanted to see, where it says your flow ran successfully. Yeah, where it says your flow ran successfully. So now I'm going to let's wait until we see each step was actually processed or went by pretty quickly. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting. I don't know if it's because my internet is slower than usual or what, but it does say your flow ran successfully. So I'm just waiting to see the visual proof that everything is okay, and there's no and that we can proceed. While we're waiting, I'll just go ahead and sign into my email. Okay, how about that? So I've signed into my email, and I see what I've been looking in my email. We see that, look, there's the email. Here are your attachments, and visually we can see that the two items, the two attachments that that was entered into the task list, they are actually being here to me. So this proves that our flow works and that we have everything set up properly. So guys, that's how you do it. That's how that's how you can send any number of files that is that user may enter on a SharePoint list. That's how you can use Power Automate to email those files out. Okay, I hope that this video has been useful to you guys. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how this worked out for you. Please feel free to subscribe for more great videos like this. Remember that you do have the option of getting access or downloading this document, so in case for future reference, or if you may have forgotten, but you probably need to access this document anyway. Like I said, when you get to step 6, you need to copy this code and paste this code into the value section. Alright guys, take care. Until next time.